Colder temperatures return just in time for Thanksgiving when the warm-up arrives for the rest of the holiday weekend.
Thanksgiving help. The churches and volunteers working this holiday to get others a hot meal this Thanksgiving. The return of a Thanksgiving tradition. Thousands of runners flood downtown Des Moines for the turkey trot.
KCCI 8 News at noon starts right now.
Oh yeah, freezing weather returns to central Iowa just in time for Thanksgiving. KCCI's meteorologist Ann Campolongo joins us now to look at the forecast. Oh my gosh, if you step outside, it is cold.
It's a cold one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were advertising that. You know that though.
All morning.
No. I mean, in the days coming up, because we were telling you.
Oh yeah.
You know,
sorry, I'm picking up what you
we
went
were talking
down.
about it this morning, but yeah, in the days coming up, we were saying, hey, Thursday is going to be the cold one, and that's exactly what we got. Sunny, cold, and windy today. Temperatures right now have warmed up quite a bit from this morning, but still chilly. Mid-20s here in central portions of Iowa. We're at 19 there up in Algona, and then closer to 30 the further south you go. Check out the change though from just 24 hours ago, running anywhere between about 30 to 35 degrees colder than at this same time yesterday morning. That's all thanks to a cold front that came through yesterday. So we are clearing things out. We have sunshine outside right now, but it will stay chilly through the afternoon. Expect a breezy, sunny, windy afternoon. I think temperatures will hover right around freezing for most neighborhoods as you head into your Thursday afternoon. So at least we have some sunshine out there. We had a few snowflakes falling from the sky earlier this morning. Winds are out of the northwest, and they'll be gusting upwards of maybe 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout the afternoon. Right now, sustained at about 15 miles per hour here in Des Moines. So that gives us a wind chill of feeling like 12 degrees. Currently here in Des Moines. So expect a cold, chilly afternoon for your Thanksgiving festivities. We warm up though. I'll let you know how warm it's getting as we head into the rest of your weekend. That'll be coming up.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ann. And it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without some football. KCCI has the live coverage. Las Vegas Raiders Dallas Cowboys game. Kickoff is scheduled for just after 3:30 this afternoon. CBS Sports coverage starts at 3, and because of the game, KCCI 8 News at 5 will not be seen. But KCCI 8 News at 6 will be seen on MeTV, over the air, channel 8.2. And new at noon, thousands of free meals are going out across the metro. KCCI's Amanda Rooker is live at the Bethel Mission right now, and volunteers are making sure no one goes hungry this Thanksgiving. Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Tisia, well, I'm here at the Bethel Mission, and Hope Ministries is providing a free Thanksgiving meal, and as you can see behind me, people are just sitting down to eat. Now, Hope Ministries is focused on giving back this Thanksgiving, serving and delivering thousands of free meals across the metro. More than 200 volunteers spent their morning assembling meals, scooping turkey, mashed potato, and vegetables into boxes. Then they loaded up and headed out, the volunteers driving the 3,300 meals everywhere from Ankeny to Waukee to Indianola.
It's really a heart connection as much as providing a meal to someone. And so I know it's a really meaningful experience, both for our volunteers and those people who receive meals. So we get notes back sometimes from people. People will call in and thank us for the meals, and it's just really touching.
And tonight at 6, we'll show you how Hope Ministries added 2 new satellite locations so they could serve an extra 1,000 meals this year. Live from the Bethel Mission, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
All right, thank you, Amanda. And after a break due to the pandemic, the Parks Community Thanksgiving Dinner is once again cooking and packaging meals out of Chuck's Restaurant on Des Moines' north side. They will cook some 2,700 Thanksgiving meals. The volunteers say they are happy to help feed the community again, and they just want to help the community, of course. And canceling last year's event was not an easy decision.
It was a killer. You know, my wife cried for quite a while, and it was pretty tough on me. We try to do so much. We try to help the community.
Oh, of course. Well, this is the 36th year of the Parks Community Thanksgiving Dinner. And runners from across the country got a taste of Iowa weather this morning. And a close-up view of downtown Des Moines. Look at them go. More than 4,700 runners signed up for the Turkey Trot downtown. The 5K run was held virtually last year, but this year's race had a record number of runners. And the course starts in front of the courthouse, goes around the Capitol complex, through the East Village, and finishes at Coles Commons. KCCI's Andrew Mullenbeck caught up with the first runner to cross the line.
It's cold. It's really cold.
How did you keep going?
I just got done with cross country run up at UNI, so still in a little bit of shape.
Well, the temperature was 18 degrees when the runners took off and the wind chill was 0. Super cold out there. Well, New York's Thanksgiving Day parade is back in full swing today. It was severely scaled back last year because of the pandemic. Courtney Keeley was at the parade.
Marching bands filled the streets with music and balloons flew high once again as New York City's Thanksgiving Day parade returned in full force.
It's wonderful to be back.
Among the new balloons featured this year, Baby Yoda from the Mandalorian TV series. Thousands lined the parade route to take part in the 95th annual tradition.
I'm really happy to be here after last year's small but television-only parade, and we're here, Pacey. Happy Thanksgiving!
Parade goers did not need a vaccine to attend. Masks are recommended. There was a vaccine requirement for parade participants. That's why there are no children under the age of 12 in the parade, because that age group was only recently eligible to get the shots. For Dr. Barton Cohen and his nurse wife, Cheryl, taking part in the festivities is a welcome change.
We're both healthcare professionals. We've been in the trenches. We saw what it was like. So to see the smiles and the happiness and the excitement and the energy is just heartwarming.
The New York City Police Department ramped up security for the event, including thousands of officers patrolling on foot. Courtney Keeley, CBS News, New York.
Well, this year, most malls and larger retail stores are closed for Thanksgiving, but not all of them. Stores like Bass Pro Shops, Big Lots, Dollar General, CVS, and Walgreens are open today. And prior to the pandemic, many malls and chain stores opened today and stayed open through Black Friday. And across the country, many families are getting together for the first Thanksgiving holiday in 2 years. But as Michael George shows us, experts warn that this year's turkey feast may contribute to a spike in new COVID cases.
Friends and families across the country are sitting down to feast this Thanksgiving Day, but there's concern getting together for the holiday could have more consequences than a few extra pounds. A new CDC forecast predicts COVID hospitalizations and deaths will be on the rise over the next few weeks.
Even a small surge in COVID right now is going to put our hospitals absolutely over the edge.
COVID cases are already on the rise in 24 states, and hospitalizations are up in 22.
We know there are already surges across the Northeast and the North. And as an ER doc, I can tell you our hospitals are already overwhelmed.
While hospitals are dealing with the crush of COVID cases from the Delta variant, health experts worry that until more people are vaccinated, new mutations have a chance to form.
This Delta variant spreads so easily, it is crowding out any other mutations right now, but there's certainly the chance for something worse. And our best protection against that is vaccinating not just the U.S., but also the rest of the globe.
The World Health Organization is meeting today to discuss a new variant. The B.1.1.529 variant has been found in South Africa, Botswana, and Hong Kong. Doctors say the variant carries mutations which may make it capable of avoiding immune responses. But they add it's too early to know exactly how transmissible the variant may be. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Well, Iowa saw a slight dip in positive COVID tests just before Thanksgiving. More than 9,000 people tested positive for COVID over the last 7 days, a drop of 5.5% from Monday. Before that, cases had been rising for several weeks. Well, state agents are looking into a police shooting early this morning in Algona. The shooting happened just after midnight near the Algona Super 8 motel. According to Algona police, officers were responding to a disturbance at the motel when one of the officers fired their weapon. That led to a high-speed chase, and that ended when the suspect's vehicle crashed. None of the officers were hurt. Algona police haven't said if there are any other injuries. Right now, the Polk County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding this man on your screen right now. 81-year-old Mitchell Riley of Minnesota was last seen just after midnight yesterday. He has Alzheimer's disease, and the Sheriff's Office says Riley and his wife were traveling from Minnesota to Missouri. They stopped at the rest area last night in Polk County, and Riley took off in their U-Haul on I-35 southbound without her. Riley was last wearing an Army ball cap, tan jacket, blue shirt, and jeans. The U-Haul has an Arizona license plate, so if you see him, give the police a phone call. And Los Angeles police is investigating a series of smash and grab robberies at high-end stores. The latest took place last night at Nordstrom store. A gang of thieves sprayed a security guard with an unknown chemical, then started grabbing items from the store. Then they ran off into a waiting car that sped away. And this robbery happened 2 days after a similar robbery by a gang of 20 people at another Nordstrom store. Russian rescue crews were scrambling to rescue dozens of trapped miners in Siberia. A coal mine fire trapped those miners that killed 11 people already and injured more than 40 more. Rescue crews say it looks like coal dust caught fire and smoke then quickly filled the mine through the ventilation system. And thousands of protesters gathering the Solomon Island capital, defying a government-imposed lockdown. Anti-government protests turned violent overnight. Drone video of the capital shows several burning buildings you can see on your screen there. Now, protesters are calling for the resignation of the prime minister. More than 170,000 U.S. military personnel are spending this Thanksgiving holiday serving overseas. New at noon, Tina Kraus shows us what the Pentagon did to bring a traditional Thanksgiving dinner to each of them.
It's not exactly a home-cooked meal, but these U.S. troops in South Korea say it's not that far off.
We've been here all night together, sweating and arguing and cooking. So this is a family, so I'm okay. I still feel the love and the spirit of Thanksgiving.
And the taste of it, too, with roast turkey and mashed potatoes, even lobster. Higher-ranking Army officers dished out the food to troops who sat at tables with plastic dividers.
It's a little different, especially with the pandemic going on. It's harder to visit family and see family, but we're just out here trying to make the most of it. Happy Thanksgiving.
And that means sending some shout-outs home to their families from all corners of the world.
I'm an infantry company commander in Northeast Poland. I'm originally from Albany, Georgia. I just wanted to wish my mom and my dad a happy Thanksgiving.
A big shout out to my family in Napa Vine, Washington, my wife Brittany, my children Rylan, Rose, and Lily.
Special shout out to my family for their support, especially my mom and dad for their sacrifices.
Sacrifices that go both ways as Americans savor the taste of freedom this Thanksgiving. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
And it's been a cold start to your Thanksgiving day. The warm-up that's on your way in your Storm Team 8 forecast.
Cranberry climate. How this year's wild weather made it difficult to get this year's cranberry crop to your Thanksgiving table. And timing the best deals online, we'll show you the best times to get the best deals from internet stores.
This is Iowa's news leader, KCCI 8 News at noon.
Well, cranberries are a major part of many Thanksgiving meals, but getting those berries from farms to your table this year was actually challenging. As Eric Fisher shows us, warmer weather and record rainfall caused the berries to grow more slowly than in years past.
Brilliant as the famous fall foliage, cranberries paint a striking contrast against the blue skies of Massachusetts.
Does it ever get old waiting through a feast of Thanksgiving dinner?
Actually, I love this. You know, it's cool to be out here like this.
Though the scene is picturesque as ever, for 40-year bog veteran Glenn Reed and growers across New England, getting to the finish line this year has been a battle.
The last couple of years have been, we thought, strange as far as weather goes and stuff, but I think this year has really been the defining year. You name it, we've had it.
First, it was the record-setting deluge of rain that pounded down throughout the spring and summer. Cranberries are floated for an easier harvest, but it's not their natural state. Then came the hottest summer on record.
The problem with that is the berries are sitting on your bog, soaking wet, and now you have a very hot day, you start to get rot.
And it's culminating with one of the warmest falls on record, as growers waited for cold nights that never came.
Middle of September, you start to usually have colder nights. This year we didn't do that, but that is what starts to trigger that coloring. It's really the same chemical reaction that happens to the leaves in the fall.
Through early November, Reed says only 5 nights got to frosty levels. They've never waited longer for the chill to start setting in. Crews that were booked to start in mid-September had to sit and wait until October to get started. Another costly burden in an industry with already slim margins.
When we look at the statistics and we look at the charts and the graphs and we say, yes, it's getting warmer, fall in particular here in New England is warming, is that something you feel, something that as a grower you've noticed?
Oh yeah, we definitely noticed that the climate is changing.
Down the road at the UMass Cranberry Station, Hillary Sandler and her team are hoping to help growers like Reed to adapt.
This is a new variety trial that we just planted this past June.
Sandler oversees rows of test bogs, finding ways to increase yield and create varieties that can weather warmer temperatures. Not just summer and fall, but winter too. Deep cold has become more scarce, and a centuries-old tradition has disappeared along with it.
It's really been much more noticeable to me, say, in the past 10 years. When I first started in 1990, every winter we would flood our bogs and we would get ice that would form out here, and we would flood them to prevent some winter injury. We rarely get ice formed now.
Something Reed and everyone else we spoke to have noticed as well.
Always used to be something. I mean, growing up, we used to skate on all these bogs playing hockey all winter long. We don't do that anymore.
At the end of the production, all this change simply means there's a cranberry crush.
With Thanksgiving coming up, everyone wants their cranberries yesterday. We're doing the best we can to get them out there.
Whether your team's straight from the can or fresh made, will you be paying for the burden of increasingly erratic weather?
This one here, see, that's an odd shape here.
Brian Wick, executive director of the Cape Cod Cranberry Growers Association, says that may not be the case.
The consumer's only going to pay so much for their food. We like to think that cranberries are a staple, that everyone's eating them every day, but that's not necessarily the case if the price goes beyond what they're willing to pay for that.
And so in a year with staffing shortages, supply chain issues, and hot, wet weather cutting yields, it all falls back on growers like Reed, who will have to find a new way forward.
We're going to have to adjust the way we grow because we're not going to change the way the weather is.
I'm Eric Fisher in Wareham, Massachusetts.
All right, and I'm putting you on the spot again. What's your favorite food this Thanksgiving?
I had to think. I think I'm going to go with mashed potatoes and sweet potato casserole.
Okay, you going to bring me some?
Yeah, maybe. Like
okay.
I said, we got some
I'm
leftovers.
part of the family now. Tisia, Felicia, Buzinga, Kepalango. Has a nice
I like
little...
the hyphenated name.
Listen.
It sounds great.
All right.
Yeah.
Talk about the forecast.
We've got a cold forecast today, so enjoy the time indoors or bundle up if you're headed outdoors. As far as the afternoon goes, I think high temperatures will only end up right around freezing or so later on this afternoon. Wind chills earlier this morning were in the single digits. If you were out doing the turkey trot, you know how cold it felt. I think as we go through the afternoon, wind chill values will stay in the mid-teens, if not low 20s. So it's going to feel a lot colder than it actually is outdoors. But at least we have the sunshine. A few clouds this morning are now pushing off to the east here. And we've got dry air in place, really no issues if you're traveling today in the upper Midwest or even back off to the west as well. We'll keep it dry through the next several days. We have really nice weather here in central Iowa as we head into the holiday weekend. It will be breezy today. It's a northwest wind, already seeing gusts upwards of 30 to 35 miles per hour, but it'll stay breezy through the afternoon and early evening hours. I think gusts potentially upwards of about 25 to 30 miles per hour this afternoon. So again, that's going to give us the added wind chill value, but then the winds will back off later on this evening and they'll turn calm by the start of the day tomorrow. So temperatures today end up right around freezing or so, and then we'll drop back down into the low 20s later on tonight. So we've got another cold night ahead under mostly clear skies. As far as the next couple of days go, for today, again, it will just be a cold and breezy day, but tomorrow looks a little bit better. We warm up into the mid to upper 40s, so it'll feel a little bit nicer out there with a mix of sun and clouds here for tomorrow afternoon. And then temperatures are on the increase here. Back to the 40s and 50s. We'll kind of switch off between those two groups of numbers, if you will, heading into the next couple of days. So we're closer to average for this time of year. But as we go through the day today, expect more sunshine, just a breezy afternoon for your Thanksgiving day. We'll keep temperatures into the low 30s this afternoon. Some of us not even making it out of the 20s later on today. And then tonight, a cold one. We'll dip back down to right around 20 degrees here in Des Moines. Teens for the outlying areas, especially the further north in Iowa you go, under a mostly clear sky. And then we're back to some warmer days, if you will, coming our way by Saturday. But I think tomorrow will feel a little bit better for us by the afternoon. A cold start in the morning, and then we'll end up right around 50 degrees or so. 52 on Saturday. We'll keep it in the mid 40s on Sunday, and then that trend is just going to continue right into next week. We have a really consistent weather pattern on the way. We keep it dry with no big storm systems coming our way, at least not anytime soon. Even next week, it looks like mostly sunny with a few clouds and temperatures back into the low 50s, especially Monday and Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thanks, Ann. Well, many people have already started their holiday shopping online. We'll show you the best times to get the best deals coming up. All right, welcome back. Well, most stores are closed today for Thanksgiving, but many people are online to get started on their holiday shopping. As Anthony Pira shows us, finding the best deals online depends on when you shop.
Americans are expected to spend more than ever on gifts this year, but inflation is making everything more expensive. Eric Matisoff from Adobe Analytics says online shoppers may be able to find some good deals by using a little strategy.
The hot items this year are kind of your usual holiday standards: electronics, toys.
He says for toys, Thanksgiving Day will have the best discounts. Black Friday is good for home goods like furniture and tools. On Saturday, online shoppers will see more deals for electronics and appliances. Sunday is the best day for apparel and sporting goods, and Cyber Monday for televisions.
If you're looking to make that upgrade to a new TV, then Cyber Monday is going to be your day for that. But if you're waiting for Cyber Monday, you may not get the exact brand and model that you're looking for.
That's because supply chain issues are creating shortages. According to Adobe, online shoppers are seeing a 250% increase in out-of-stock messages compared to pre-pandemic levels.
Retailers are going to have a lot of trouble restocking things this year.
Kristen McGrath from Retail Me Not says people shopping online and in store face a dilemma: buy now or wait for a better deal.
If you're flexible and you're just looking for stocking stuffers, board games, holiday gifts and home goods in general, you'll probably find some sales on those in stores heading all the way through December.
But experts say people trying to get a specific item should grab it now or risk missing out. Anthony Pura, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hey, well, zookeepers in London are helping their penguins send their letters to Santa. How cute are they? The activity marks the beginning of the zoo's holiday festivities, which officially kicks off on Saturday. The London Zoo also features a fairy-lit Wonderland trail, which will take visitors on a tour to find out what the animals want for Christmas. What do you want for Christmas?
You asked me the hard questions today.
So many questions.
I was just going to say the two favorite things right there: penguins and mail.
Do you want a pet penguin for Christmas?
No, but some
I
stationery.
was gonna say, I'll get you one. Maybe a stuffed one.
We'll take a trip to the zoo.
Okay.
We can do that. That could be fun. Holiday stuff.
All right.
Yeah, cold day today.
Yeah.
But we're getting better here as far as the forecast goes. Upper 40s tomorrow, then 50s on Saturday, and then next week not too bad. We're back up into the 50s with overnight lows back to the low 30s. So really consistent weather pattern here. We're back to some sunshine too. So.
All right, sounds good. Finally some consistency. All right, Thank you guys for tuning in on this Thanksgiving. We hope you enjoy your time with your family. We'll see you back here for KCCI 8 News at 6. See you guys. Stay safe.